Hey, good morning everybody. I just wanted to make the quickest sort of video. Actually on my way to work right now. Getting ready to head up. Excuse me, but I just wanted to first of all ask everyone, anybody who prays, please pray for my mom. She's landed in the hospital. And that's what I want the video to be about. But she's doing good. I talked to her this morning. She's feeling a lot better. But I just wanted to tell you about this. Don't ever let doctors force you into doing something that you know in your heart of hearts you don't need to do. My mom will be 74 years old in March, and she's had, sorry, I'm backing up, so y'all just look over me if I make any crazy faces. But anyway, let me just say, she weighs like 140 pounds. She's in awesome health. She generally walks about 3 miles a day. If the weather's bad, she walks on her elliptical and does, exercises at home. I mean, in great health. And she went to have her yearly physical back in like October, November, and the doctor wanted her to have a colonoscopy, and she's like, well, I've already had 2 since I was 50 years old. I don't feel like I need another one. Both of them have been fine. Y'all have never found anything, and I think I'm good, and I don't want it. And the doctor kept just pressuring her about it. And she has to they called about the follow-up, checking up, and I don't know. I mean, the doctor just pressured her. I think she had, it may have been earlier than November when she went the first time, when she started pressuring her. Anyway, she was pressuring her like 2 or 3 times about it. And Mom finally told her, that's fine. My mom, she just relented. She's like, okay, fine, I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it until after the holidays. But whatever, I'll do it. But this is the last one I'm ever going to do. And, I told her all along, I don't think you need to do it. I mean, there's no need. Why? There's no symptoms. She's not having any trouble. There's nothing wrong. Why should she have to go and put herself through all that? Because that's a horrible, to me, it's a medical nightmare. And you hear horror stories about what happens to people. Things happen to them. Okay, so long story short, because I'm gonna have to get in here. She preps for it, which is a miserable thing that you have to go through, and you shouldn't have to go through, especially at 73 years old and when you're my mother. And if I ever meet this doctor face to face, don't think I ain't gonna let her know how I feel about it. She goes through the prep. She does the colonoscopy, and then, we're texting with my brother. He's like, yeah, we're going home now. I was like, stay with her for a while. Yeah. So he stays for a couple hours. She says she's fine. And then he leaves. And then sure enough, she tries to get up and she passes out on the floor. And she realized what was going on, I guess, came to and called him. He comes down. Thankfully, they live very, very close to each other. And my brother comes down there, and she's like, it's really, I just think I haven't eaten in 36 hours. I mean, that's another thing it puts you through, and gets her some food. And the next morning, Friday morning, wakes up with laryngitis. Laryngitis, from going and having a colonoscopy. And mind you, she has been in the absolute best health. And I'm not just bullcrapping when I say that. It's true. She hasn't even, thank God, been sick, no kind of flu, colds, nothing. So she's like, yeah, I called her Friday. She's like, I can't talk. I got laryngitis. Now, she does get laryngitis about once every other year or something. She's gotten laryngitis, I'd say, at least 15 times in her life. And she had a botched tonsillectomy way back in the day. And I think that has something to do with it. Anyway, she said, we'll have to text a couple of days. Okay, So then, yesterday morning, I text her, how you doing? She's like, I still got the laryngitis, but I'll be okay in a day or 2. And then my brother texts later in the afternoon, 4 o'clock. Mom's not feeling good. I'm on my way back from my daughter's volleyball. I'm going to go get her and probably take her to the clinic. So I text her, I'm like, Mom, what's going on? Well, shortness of breath, coughing, and then I'm just like immediately just so pissed off because I know because that doctor forced her into that, now she's down there and probably got that stupid virus, and it just angered me so bad. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to have to get in here to work, but let me just tell you, my mom ended up in the emergency room last night at 7 o'clock, and she's still in the emergency room. It's 9 o'clock Sunday morning. They've tested her. It's not the COVID, but guess what? She's got pneumonia brought on by a bacteria that her doctor is pretty sure she probably contracted during the colonoscopy. So, it's got to be the end of my story right here. I'll catch up with you later. Just pray for my mom. She is doing better. I did talk to her. She sounds better. They're pumping her full. They are taking the best care of her that they can, even though she's still in the emergency room, because they don't, it's a very, very small hospital, just one little bitty floor, and they don't have a bed to put her in at the moment. There was a car accident up there, multiple ambulances brought in, and but she said they're taking they're taking good care of her. They're pumping her full of fluid, antibiotics and all that, and got her on oxygen, and so hopefully she's on the mend. And they said it's not COVID. I can't believe they said that, but it's probably because it's just a little small hospital like that, and they probably believe in truth instead of just trying to make money off people. So thank you to the hospital, and thank you to anyone who has kind thoughts and prayers for my mom. I appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you later. Have a good day.